Hello, hi, my name is Brandon. I'm going to be talking to you about how Pikachu is the suckiest Pokemon ever. I hate him so much. He's a real butt.
Hello and welcome to the Pixel Podcast. My name is Matt, and I'm here again with Ethan.
Hello.
And Ricardo.
YOLO.
And no one else, because there's certainly no one else in the room that just took a big bite of food and can't talk.
I didn't know you were going to start. Hi, my name is Brandon, and I'm eating a bean and cheese burrito review. 3 out of 5. Really tasty, but I just had Del Taco for lunch, so, you know.
Double Del Taco.
Double Del Taco. It's a little less enjoyable.
Oh, you didn't have to go Del Taco, man.
No, it's great. I love Del Taco.
Okay.
No, I was actually really happy.
My parents tried to take me to Blaze Pizza today for lunch because I was going to meet them for lunch. And I was like, I had biology last night. And they were like, no, we go somewhere else then. I'm like, it's okay. I don't mind. Like, no, we'll go somewhere else.
Pizza's great.
Pizza's pretty good.
Yeah, I could eat pizza.
Pizza.
I prefer Blaze to biology.
I agree.
The only Blaze I have had is in the mall food court where I work, and that Blaze is garbage. Or because
Name them all so we can call them out.
I've had biology at several different locations and it's always been good, and that Blaze is not that great. And
It's
so my
okay.
opinion of everyone's like Blaze is way better than biology, and I'm like, well, apparently not like everyone else has said that too. So apparently I've just had the worst Blaze ever because like biology's always been better for me.
Blaze it up.
Now, speaking of food opinions before we actually start, well, I mean, I guess this is the podcast.
This is
pretty much.
This is
the
what we
podcast.
always do.
Food Opinions podcast.
Gail Simone, the writer for DC, the other day was going off on Voodoo Donuts, saying that they're garbage. Voodoo Donuts
They are.
They're not. They're overhyped.
Yeah, they're overhyped. That's what they are. They're not bad. They're good. But people saying they're garbage. There's just better. I think the thing is there's better donut places in Portland that you can get.
I think
from.
that was her original
Yeah,
argument.
it's just that this is like a huge thing, and they did start off and kind of made the culture for Portland. So I don't know why everyone's like getting mad about it. It's like, yeah, they started doing that.
People don't like things that are popular.
I guess you're right. Yeah,
you should stop liking them because it's
Yeah,
overhyped.
You know what?
And
That
I
is-
don't like it.
That is very Portland. My bad.
It's garbage.
It's garbage.
I don't know. I
Shit.
never tried Voodoo Donuts.
They're fine.
I haven't tried it. We should still go to Zombie Donuts.
Oh yeah, that place that's
Hell yeah.
exactly
Dang
like.
it.
I went to M&M Donuts last month.
Have you been to Zombie Donuts?
Didn't you bring us
No,
donuts?
but it sounds
Oh, yeah, I did, didn't
amazing.
I?
Yeah.
Place in Fullerton, it's like, we want to try to be like Voodoo Donuts.
We even named it similar.
Zombie.
What is there anything
the
actually
thing is-
unique about the donuts themselves? Like, do they have like a weird topping, or is it just
Voodoo
they
Donuts
taste good?
has like weird, their weird topping is kind of their gimmick. So their main thing is like they have the best maple. This is actually most tame one, like best maple bacon bar. And it's really good.
There's one.
It has bacon on it and has maple bar. It's really good.
Heck yeah.
Then they have, they used to have one that was like, I think it had put like cough medicine on it or something. That one they got shut
This is
down.
insane.
That got shut down.
The scissor.
That was long.
You
That's
got
how
that
they got claim to
scissor.
fame. Yeah. So
Scissor.
Put that codeine in my cup.
exactly, pretty much.
That sounds nuts. Yeah,
But then
we just put some cocaine on this one. This one.
the other ones they have are like I'm trying to think.
use Viagra in this one.
They were like
It's called the boat.
made with like cereal on top or stuff like that. Or one of them I had a bubblegum flavored one. That shit was nasty. That
This is
one
for
was
Voodoo
good.
Donuts.
Yeah.
When did you go to Portland?
A couple years ago.
I don't remember this.
I was hoping someone would move.
Okay. There's a really good place in Costa Mesa called Sidecar Donuts, which has a lot of the things that you've just mentioned without the cough syrup ones.
The Costa one is no longer available
I
at
know.
Voodoo Donuts. That was a like thing.
But no, they a lot.
Might have been cold medicine.
Sidecar Donuts has some really cool ones, and they always have seasonal ones where like every month they have brand new donuts
Ooh.
that are completely unique, and then they have a bunch of standbys like.
I heard a lot about that place.
That's
delicious, so good.
Tomorrow. This
I
is
had
just my
lemon
day
pie
off.
there.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get donuts.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
Sounds good to me.
They're really good.
Lemon pie donut, like stuff full of delicious
Ooh, that
whipped
sounds
cream.
good.
It's so good. I was just like,
They have a savory donut which has cheese, ham, and egg, like a whole egg,
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
fried
yeah,
egg in
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
It's so good.
That sounds pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's really and I don't even like egg that much, but it's just like it's just so well made.
See, I've been playing too much Street Fighter, so every time Birdie wins,
oh yeah.
he throws the donuts up and then he pulls the big one out and eats it. I'm just like, I want donuts. donuts.
Those are good looking donuts too. Those are
Yeah.
like the classic sprinkles.
Chocolate icing.
But then you'll look like Birdie.
Good.
I'm already almost there.
No, you look like Brad Muir. We established this earlier tonight.
Brad
yeah.
Muir.
You're right.
So Street Fighter, then we're into it.
Oh,
Video games.
yeah.
It's enjoyable.
We're still,
I like it.
still playing it.
Pixel Legends, the video game and donut podcast.
All your needs. What more do you want?
That's all you.
It's February. What do you want?
February. It's February. It's still February,
It's
guys.
February
Shouldn't be.
29th.
It won't be by the time you listen to this, though. But
What do you
hey,
want?
that's how it goes.
February 29th, leap year.
So what are you guys gonna do on this special day?
It's
that's
a-
already almost
Hanging out with a
over.
bunch of
did-
idiots and talking
I
about
did
podcasts.
laundry
Oh, cool.
earlier
Me
today.
too.
Nice.
I know.
Leap year, more like leap-andry year.
Leap on those chores.
Leap onto the pile of dirty
like-
clothes.
More like clean up year.
Guys,
yes.
this is getting bad.
Yeah. What do you?
What are you talking
moment of
about?
self-awareness.
Whenever I go to put my laundry in the dryer,
Mhm.
I always this is the different like delicate, mild or what like I go hot, and then I go hotter, and then I go super hot.
Oh my,
Super
so hot.
Super hot. Super hot.
You're not doing it in the right tone. You gotta go super hot.
Super hot.
Super.
Super.
Did you guys play a game?
I played a game. Ethan played a game, and it's called Super
hot. There we go. That's good.
That's pretty good.
That game is pretty good.
I think it's all right.
Oh, differing opinions. Go,
What?
Matt.
Flip on
What's
this table.
tell us about
No, I like that
Super
game.
Hot is the most innovative shooter I played in years. Ethan, have you finished Super Hot?
It's a fun puzzle game.
Have you finished Super Hot?
Barely a shooter. I've almost finished it, but I can't. It's so I don't know.
Okay.
It didn't grab me
Well,
as much as I was hoping it would.
You just get to the end of that game.
Okay. I'll get to the end of the game.
People who've played Super Hot
Without-
will get the thing that I just said. People who
without
haven't played Super Hot
spoiling
will
it.
Not get it.
Get to the end of the game.
That
you
game
say.
has a story which I was not expecting at all going into it.
It does.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Weird.
So the game itself, if people know, the main thing about Super Hot is that it's a very stark environment with all these white surfaces. Your main character is like has just an arm. He's just like a floating gun most of the time. And the enemies are all bright red, like polygonal. Everything's very just like minimalistic,
Contrasty.
Yeah, and the main theme of the game is that the time only moves when you do. Although if you stay still, it does move very
Like
slowly.
super slow.
But the idea is that you move, and if you move at full speed, things are going to go very fast, and you're going to get hit pretty quickly with a bullet. One shot with anything, and you're dead. The alternative is that when you shoot enemies, when you stop time, of course, you have to then time it to dodge their attacks to know which enemy to fight next. You can punch enemies if you don't have a weapon on you because your bullets will run out of ammo. You can throw guns at enemies to stun them and make them drop their guns. There are melee weapons, and this is like Ethan said, it's really a puzzle game.
It's like Hotline Miami puzzle type status where it's
Yeah, but
like
in
you
first person.
kind of figure it out and you kind of know your route and you do it and then you fail or whatever, you mess up and you try it again.
I mean, you even throw guns at
And you can throw a gun at person. There's a really satisfying thing about throwing a gun at someone and then having them knock back and then their gun flies out at you and then you grab it and you shoot them with it
in the face.
in the face.
And
even though it
also-
doesn't matter.
and they shatter into like, a
wherever
million
you
pieces.
shoot them, they shatter in that spot too. So it's just a really cool effect of wherever you happen to hit them.
And then when you're done, just kind of like similar to Super Meat Boy, you get to see your
Run.
I guess you see your good run.
You get to see your good run and in real time without the pauses,
Yeah.
which is actually really cool.
Does that
That's
look cool?
It looks cool if it didn't keep going super hot.
What do you mean?
It's too hard to see. I want to be able to get rid of that.
Do replay. Do replay. Did you not
What
notice
is
that
it,
whole thing?
the F5 button?
Yeah, F5.
But then it still has like an overlay over it.
You can turn that off.
How?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's so much. Yeah,
How?
so
You can't turn off motion controls.
but that one's a hidden feature. But
Oh, okay.
So what's really cool is that in this what I honestly think is really cool is that after you finish the level and it's going super hot, you can put F5 and it'll go into replay mode where there's a scrubber down at the bottom and you can actually pick. You can either upload the whole run or like click with your mouse and record a section of the run, and it then uploads that to Killstagram. And
Okay.
Killstagram is literally a website. Go to killstagram.com
Yes.
on your web browser, and you will be able to see actual runs of Superhot that are
Brandon's
being
going
uploaded
on right now.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then so you won't find this out unless you. So the other part of the game is that you are like on a computer, like you're at a computer screen. And like some IM person is like, hey, check out this new crack. It's this game called SUPERHOT.exe. You log into this company's servers and you like play this game. It's crazy. And then it kind of goes a little bit from there. But there's like it's a computer, so there's a bunch of other stuff. There's other games on it. There's Tree Dude, which is a great. Have you played?
I didn't
Tree
click
Dude?
any of that stuff yet.
You didn't do
I was
any of
gonna
that?
beat it first, and then I was gonna do that.
It's just fun to just dig around.
I did look at the trailer, and I did look at the what was the other thing? They had like another
There's a
video.
VR thing. There's a VR section.
VR thing,
The VR section's like cube, and it's like a rotating ASCII
Oh no, I wasn't
cube.
looking at that. I was
There's
looking
like
at the video where it's like these
yeah,
people are having fun.
Yeah, and it's like screaming people wearing a VR helmet, like screaming in a corner, and it's like these people are having a good time with new VR game, like
with new hit game, SUPERHOT.
yeah.
I like this game.
Yeah.
SUPERHOT was
Hey, this
actually
is a
the
real
only
thing.
reason I heard about
Yeah,
it.
Ghost of the Gram's a real thing. I wasn't joking. That's
It's a real thing.
The only reason I heard about SUPERHOT initially was it actually was a VR game, and everyone was like, "Whoa, this is like the coolest VR game ever."
It was like a tech demo. They did like a free tech demo, and they turned that into a Kickstarter and then a
in
game.
VR, and now it's like a regular thing, and they are coming with VR support later, which could be pretty interesting. Dodging all that stuff and like,
Man.
I don't know how it'd work, but I don't know.
Whoa,
There was definitely some times where it's
whoa.
like bullets go right past your head, and I was like, in my like.
And I thought I moved it
I was
enough,
like,
and they didn't.
oh, I had some really cool. I had a really awesome moment where twice in a row, an enemy came up right behind me, and I just turned around to see them, and just like was like to be able to like shoot them in the face or like just dodge. I mean, one of the first like hard puzzles you run into is a room where you have 3 guys surrounding you. You're in like a cage, and there's like 3 guys on each side, and it's just this management of like, all right, which guy? Because you can punch them, but that doesn't kill them. You have to hit them, punch them 3 times, and every punch takes a good like. Every time you're punching, that whole animation is time. So everybody else is moving during that punch. So you have to very much like be able to kind of weigh which is the most important thing to prioritize in terms of enemies. There's a really cool one later on in an elevator with a similar concept where everyone has guns though.
Oh, yeah,
so it's just
that was
like
kind of cool.
The game always drops you in right in the middle of a scenario, and then it has this big text on screen, like just setting up the situation of like late for work, and it's like, and then you're like in an office building, or it's like. I don't know. I can't think of
anyone
it.
else, yeah.
It's like there's one where you break into like a laboratory. It's just kind of like all these little random like separate scenarios. There's no storyline in that particular aspect of it. They're just little levels.
Yeah, this game looks really cool, not just from a stylistic standpoint, but also I remember just the concept looks really, really cool. But Ethan, you seem to not have had as good a time.
I don't know. It
with
just doesn't.
What's
It
up?
didn't grab me as much as I was hoping. I just feel like it kind of has the same feel of Hotline Miami, but without as much. I don't know. I guess style. I guess yeah. And it's just kind of.
Which
I think it has way more style in Hotline.
well, that's interesting
No.
because I think it's not so much that it has less style as it has a different style. 'Cause
It's different, yeah.
I see where you're both coming from because the thing is Hotline Miami, you've got this like hardcore like 80s vibe. It's exciting. It's something we're not used to seeing.
It's twippy.
Whereas SUPERHOT, you got this minimalistic. You got a little bit of like cell shading's the wrong term here, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's very strong lighting
Polygonal.
And I don't know.
That's what
Like I
meant
guess
to
after I
say.
get done with the run, like my runs never look as cool as I thought they would, even though they're done.
Really? I had
I'm-
so many
you're an
moments.
amateur.
I had so many moments where I was like, this looks. And you can
I
always
felt like it feels cooler actually going in slow motion and then shooting them and then making that, but then watching it in fast motion, it's like, well, that happened real quick, and that was kind of like whatever. And then you could go on the replay and slow it down and all that stuff, but I don't know.
One of the moments in so anyway, what I was gonna say one of the things in the OS is there's like an IRC channel that you can join, and like there's just people talking about the game, about SUPERHOT, and one of the things they bring up is like these runs look cool, but there's like stuff in the way. Like no, you can do third-person camera mode, or you can do slow motion.
Oh,
or
there's
fast
third-person
motion.
camera mode?
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's super awesome. Like I heard someone on a podcast recently going like, you know, I really like this game, but I really wish there was a different camera mode for the replays so I could see it all.
I kinda
And
agree with that,
and I
yeah.
was like literally going, there is, it's in the game, but you just have, it doesn't tell you that as part of the instructions for the tutorial. It just you have to go and find that. It's the numpad. 0 on the numpad will turn you into
Okay, that
free,
might be
it's like
pretty
God
cool.
mode free look camera where you can like zoom around. The only thing that's weird about that though is that your animation for your guy's like arm still
Kind of
moves around, yeah.
Yeah.
and then you can turn off the HUD for your replays
Okay.
as well.
That's cool.
So there's some cool stuff there. You get a katana at one point. Of course you do.
Yeah, I got the katana.
But
yeah.
throwing that at people is
Yeah,
just
it's pretty
super satisfying. Just being able to be like,
It's got so like I said,
you
it's
got a
got
shotgun? F you! I got a katana.
Chug a katana.
It's got some really good. It's got some really good parts in it.
That's not.
If you haven't got to the end of the story yet, the story is I wouldn't say it's like groundbreaking or like amazing, but it pays off in a cool way. I think it's a cool sci-fi.
It is getting
story.
it's getting into the weird parts, and I'm like, okay, all
This
right,
is-
where are you going, game?
This is getting
Where are you
weird.
going?
Yeah. Again, I didn't expect to have a story at all. I was just expecting it's just be levels, and that's cool. And then I was like, well, this story is weird, and
I don't know.
going
I don't know
places.
exactly why it isn't grabbing as much as I was hoping, but it's still good. Like I'm not like, oh man, this sucks. And it's like a chore to play. But sometimes if I get stuck on a level or something, I'm just like,
there are definitely times where I was just going, like I was dying over and over again to a certain part. The end especially is very difficult, and then you get an endless mode unlocked once you've beaten the main story, and that's a little bit different because the levels are more like puzzles. Endless mode is not because it just keeps spawning in enemies, and so it's not scripted in that same way of like there's gonna be a dude here, and here. It's like you just kind of have to. That's more of like a challenge of a little bit of reflexes and how well you can manage,
bullets flying everywhere,
where they're coming from. There's just several different types of guns too, which is kind of cool. You got pistols, shotguns, and assault rifles, which kind of all have their own unique abilities.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
$25.
it's pricey. I'll say
it's on
that.
the pricier side. A little bit like
I feel like that probably weighs in a little bit with you too.
maybe some ways, but I don't know. It's still a neat concept, and I'm glad it exists. you know?
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's got such style. It's got the amount of features it has. Like the replay thing to me is crazy. Like they've made a whole website and everything like that is separate from the game completely. Like that's super awesome. Like in a game where I was just expecting from what the tech demo was, which is just like here's a level, here's a level, here's a level. That's it. That's kind of what I was expecting of the game itself, and the story, the little extras they have on the computer, the replays, the endless mode. It's pretty cool.
Speaking of stuff that looks cool and doesn't grab me, I played Ori and the Blind Forest.
Ori and the Blind
I'm gonna
Forest.
throw this happy and burrito at your
Uh-oh.
face right now. You can insult SUPERHOT all you like, but that game's awesome.
All right, let's
That
hear
game's
it.
okay.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Well, that game looks pretty, as we all know, and I was like,
Yes.
oh, I'm gonna play this game. It's gonna be really pretty. And it's gonna be awesome. Oh, it's so pretty, you can't tell what the hell's the background, what the hell's actually an obstacle. Oh man,
You should just be better at video games then.
man, purple. This is a bad color. Also, orange is bad color. Also, all these other colors are bad colors. What's a good color?
And it has glowy
Brown,
effects. Green.
I guess.
Green is good for you.
No, green is also the rhino that will kill you. It's like, what the heck?
And it has glowy effects. So you know.
I guess, but even then, like there are certain parts where it's hard to see what's a ledge and what you can jump through and what you can't sometimes. Things like that. I also the game is hard in a way that I don't like. The whole saving, using the same resource to save as the same resource to clear pass and do like the super punch move or whatever, the super move. I hate that.
I think that's man.
I hate that. It's so frustrating to be like, okay, well now I have to manage to save as well as managing this hard part of the game. It's like a whole nother thing. It's like, okay, do I want to use my save? Like I see where some people can enjoy that and I get it, but for me it didn't. It just became more frustrating than becoming like a challenge. And not a fun challenge. It's just like a challenge where I'm like, oh, I died. Now I have to spawn all the way back here because I forgot to use this stupid thing because I had to use it to open the stupid door. I don't know. And I don't think the jumping feels as good as it should. I think it's a little bit floatier than what I would like, but that's whatever. That's okay. I didn't have any big trouble with jumping too much, but I don't know. It's not a bad game. I feel like
It just didn't vibe with you.
it just doesn't hit me as much as I was hoping.
Yeah, I mean, like I see all your points. To me, the saving mechanic is really cool because it makes you manage your resources and play carefully. That game is definitely surprisingly challenging. I think the look of the game makes it
Really
feel like,
quickly, too.
The look of that game makes it look like it's going to be like a very kid-friendly platformer, but it's much more Super Meat Boy level. It's not like quite as hard as that, I would say, but it's giving you very challenging platforming sections.
True, but the problem with that is the nice thing about Super Meat Boy is you die and then you start right away.
Yeah,
You start right away at this one spot that's been pre-designated.
you do a whole level over again. I mean, you can get all this end of Super Meat Boy and have to do a very long level over again. Like
That's true. That long level at the end, but I mean, but it feels different when it's like, oh, the game designer just decided this instead of, oh, I just messed up because I didn't hit the save button at the right time or wanted to pick my custom save point.
You should keep your eye on save points. But I mean, I can understand you not liking that. I get it. I mean, like that's just something that like I was aware of going into the game. So, or I was just prepared for.
I was
guess
prepared for it too, but I was not. It didn't jive with me.
And when you when you get upgrades for Ori 2, there's a lot of things like enemies will give you back those points very easily, or you'll be able to regenerate those by collecting
Also,
other stuff quicker.
The fat dude dying, still stupid. He's fat. He's not all like sunken and skinned out. He should be okay.
Spoilers for the first 10 minutes of Ori and the Blind Forest.
You haven't seen the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, the trailer like kind of spoils that almost.
Yeah, well, it's like, come on, man. Like, you can live a little bit longer.
You can live a little.
He dies like a day. He's like, I didn't eat for a day. I'm dead.
I think the idea is that the forest is like
No,
poisoned.
I'm gonna starve.
I think it's not just like I mean it might have been food too, but like the idea is that the forest is like gets like poisoned.
Maybe.
And Ori doesn't because
it looked
Ori's
like,
not the same
but
kind of
they
creature.
implied so much that they were
Oh.
trying to get the peaches and stuff, and he's like, I can't get him, too fat. And then he's like, it's literally it. He's too fat, I can't get it. So then he's like,
I think you just read that into that a little bit more differently than I
no,
did.
he literally, there is a branch and he jumps up and the branch breaks because he's too fat, and then he falls and he's like, well, I can't get these peaches at the top now. And then Ori's like, I'm little, I'm gonna go through this little hole and get all the peaches. Oh no, you're dead already because I got these peaches.
That's I think the passage of time. There's an indication there where like it's supposed to indicate that time has.
Regardless, he
passed.
should look sunken and skinny when he's all fat still and he dies.
Apparently,
I don't like it.
you could just starve
Ethan's
without losing any weight.
Ethan's revealing his anti-fat agenda.
It's
right
not
now.
that. If he's gonna starve, he's gotta be skinny. It's a disservice to people who are starving. None of them are fat.
Wait, that's not. I don't. Okay, we're gonna avoid that topic.
Starve in a day.
Man, okay.
Remember,
So
it
Ethan
counts.
really
I'm
didn't,
gonna go play Don't Starve. You know that game gets it.
That game's pretty good.
Ethan really didn't like
Don't
Ori and the
starve
Blind
together.
Forest.
That's not what Ori did.
Ori did not starve together, but his friend did in fact starve alone.
Started being alone.
Solo.
Starve by yourself.
Well,
Anyway, that game's alright, I guess. Play it if you want.
a ringing
Another-
endorsement from
Yep.
Ethan Hawks.
It looks pretty. Can't deny that.
Wow.
Yeah, the game's really good. Everyone should go.
You know
play
what? Poisonous tree frogs also look pretty, but you don't see me playing with them.
Dang, you're right. That's a good.
Oh, baby, beer, beer.
You got it.
So it does.
I've been holding
Wow.
that in for a while.
It. Wow. Cool. So, any updates on Street Fighter then, guys? That's worth talking about, other than you've been playing it some more. But
Nothing's happening in that game. We've
Not-
been playing it more.
Yep.
I've won some rank games,
I
so I'm
saw
getting
that.
all right at that.
Let's go. I'm in Ultra Bronze trying to break through the Silver League here. I'm trying to actually look up like local tournaments because I actually want to play against like live people in person, not just over the
Let me know if you
So
find
they can
any.
Teabag
I
you
shall know.
like right next to you.
Yes, precisely.
Yeah.
So that you can.
There
you
were
know
some
what
at the
I mean?
esports arena in Santana.
I know that there's like
Santana?
that
Was Santana playing?
there's that new gaming lounge, the KO lounge in Rolling Heights, and I think they're gonna start running some tournaments. So
Let's go hit that up.
Local
Do it.
scene.
A local scene.
yeah, so you've been playing Dalsim. I've been
Still.
playing. I moved over to Birdie, and he's a lot of
Geef.
fun.
Birdie's pretty cool.
Birdie's a lot
He's
of fun.
cool.
He throws banana peels on the floor. He,
Soda cans.
soda cans or some kind of cans. I don't know what kind
I
of
like soda
The
cans.
beer.
Pretty beer
Could be
cans.
beer. Throws them on the floor, and then people are like, "Oh no, this thing could rolling towards me," and then I'm like, "I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you." Or the best thing is
Gets
to
him
do.
every time.
The best thing to do is you roll the can and then you charge forward with like his little EX charge headbutt move, and then somebody's like, "I'm gonna block it," and then I'm like, "Cool, you can block it." Now I'm jumping. You should try to anti-air me, and they're like, "I'm gonna do that." Oh no, the can's rolling and hit me in the leg, and I'm like, "Gotcha!" Boom, boom, you're dead.
Dang, just like that.
But now you revealed your
It's
secret.
fun. Nah, you can't stop it.
It's
And
impossible. An unblockable move.
This time I'll just land on the floor and do a command grab instead.
Whoa.
See, I just get, if someone gets close,
I just use
throw 'em.
stretchy
You
arms.
just
I use
yoga.
stretchy
I use to
arms.
stretch the arms.
You just yoga.
and I go yoga fire,
Yoga.
yoga fire.
You'll go fire.
But yeah, that's Street Fighter 5. Still bare bones. Great.
Yep.
Speaking of games from the 90s,
Yeah.
Ricardo's been playing a game.
Yeah.
Game that just turned 20.
Uh-huh.
What game is
So,
that?
so yesterday I got home from work, and one of my roommates was sitting on the couch and he was playing a 2DS, and he's like, "Yeah, hey, I just got this." I'm like, "Cool." He's like, "Yeah." Apparently there was some kind of big deal at Target, like it was $80 or something like that. He got
That's
that.
a pretty good price.
He got that with Mario Kart.
Wait, is it Ian?
Yes.
Okay, because I
Ian.
say Ray already has
No,
a
Ray
2DS.
already has.
a 2DS.
Yeah, no, was with Mario Kart. What's the one on 3DS?
7.
Oh, Mario Kart 7, and he got it for $80.
No, Mario Kart 8.
No, it-
8.
Mario Kart 8.
No,
No,
seven.
8,
It is on
8's
Wii.
the one.
Wii
8's
U.
the one with
Oh,
Wii,
damn, I'm
because it's
wrong.
got
I'm
like the
sorry,
weird,
guys.
like the 8 looks like the upside down courses or whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
you're right. I'm my bad. That's my bad.
But he wasn't playing Mario Kart. What he was playing was Pokemon Yellow version.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, those got re-released on the Nintendo, like the virtual console. And he was like, yeah, you should get it. You should get one.
Trade.
And we can trade and we can battle. And I was like, do I want to do that? I don't know. He's like, here's a rum and coke. And I'm like, you know what? I've got $12 in my Nintendo wallet. It would cost $10. So I'm like, I'm gonna just buy blue version. So I bought blue version. He had yellow version, and we spent the whole night drinking, playing Pokemon, and watching Pokemon on Netflix.
That sounds
And then our other roommate came in and was like, wait a minute, what are you guys doing? And we're like, we're playing Pokemon. He got yellow version. I got blue version. You should get red version. He's like, I'm not going to do that. And we're like, okay. And then we like beat Pewter City. And then he came down. He's like, all right, I found my 2DS. I'm downloading red version. And so now we're going to have a little.
Get everything. You get all 150.
We're going to have a little Pokemon gym. And we're going to play this awesome game from the 90s.
90s kids.
Only 90s kids will get this.
I mean, the game is the same as the new one, so it's pretty much it's like we're playing Pokemon Sun and Moon right
already.
now. Right now. No, but that's fun. I'm probably gonna actually, when I get back home after this, might actually go through, because I was at Cerulean City. I need to face Misty. Trying to grind my Pikachu up so I get that lightning against them water types.
That's when I always quit when I replay Pokemon in Cerulean City.
Really?
I don't know why.
See, I that's the part where the game gets good.
Cerulean.
Right around there, I think.
Or maybe it might be the ghost area.
After
Lavender Town.
After Mount Moon is where the game, I feel like, gets
good.
Mount
Moon. See, that was the thing. I was remembering because my other roommate Ian had been playing for a little while, but when I came in and I was like, I'm gonna catch you, and he's like, no, you're not. I'm already at Pewter City. I'm like, yeah, but you have yellow version, so you have Pikachu. He sucks against rock types. He's like, oh, you're right. I gotta grind. And then so I was like, oh man, I got Squirtle. I'm just gonna blow right through Brock, and I did. And then he's like, oh no, you're gonna catch me. And then I got to Mount Moon, and I don't know if I just couldn't remember from when I was a kid about how stupid that section is, but that place sucks.
Zubats.
Just a million Zubats.
Oh, you get those repels.
Just all those stupid Zubats, and like the Team Rocket guys have like level 15 Pokemon already, and I'm just like, oh no, my strategy of just using weakness is killing me now. So that took me a while. It's fun though. It's fun to have. As good as that one. It's fun to I was gonna say it's just like every other one. It's fun to have, but it's fun to have like close people. Yes, nostalgia, and it's fun to have like close people who are like, we're gonna play this game together.
I'm trying to sell my wife on getting red and blue.
There you go.
Because actually red version was the only one. No, you know what? I ended up eventually I got Pearl and beat that, but I've only ever beaten that game up until then, and then I never had a Game Boy myself. So what I did was I had to get the game from a friend who didn't want it anymore because Gold and Silver were already out, and maybe even Ruby and Sapphire, I think. And then I had to get a N64 with Pokemon Stadium and get the Game Boy attachment. And that's how I played all my Pokemon.
Dude, I love to play. I play Pokemon that way too, only because you could fast forward 3 times if you unlock the you got really good at Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, but I didn't do that.
So I walked up to the third Dodrio. That's what I think the speed it is. And I just played that game like crazy and just ran around and grinded so fast, just hitting the A button all the time. It was awesome.
That's cool.
See, yeah, that's the one thing it's just kind of whatever about these re-releases is it's the game. It's exactly Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, and you get no other kind of accoutrements. There's no even fun borders because the dimensions are like this on your 3DS.
You could do a Game Boy border.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, if you hit select, I want to say
Matt
on the title
menu. Matt knows all the secrets.
It is a classic Game Boy border and classic Game Boy Resolution.
Is there a third-person mode?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, I'll have to try that out.
The game's already in third person
because that was the thing is it's the game. It's not
But yeah, it'll give you the game in the original Game Boy resolution though.
Oh,
so
okay.
that means you're it's tiny. That's the thing. It creates a border and puts it into the like what was it? I can't remember. Like 64 by something like by 64 cube
Does
or whatever.
it also not
It's more than that.
backlight
It's like
it?
100
So
something.
you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
This reminds me, I've got Omega.
And you can also turn
Ruby.
it
I didn't
green. You can
play
also because it's colorized, right?
Oh no, not red or blue. Only yellow.
Only
is
yellow.
gonna-
It's
is
got like a little
colorized.
bit of color.
It's got a little bit of color though. It did.
It's
Red
like
and blue does not. Red and blue does not. Only yellow does.
Yellow does because it was like when the Game Boy Color had come
Or
out.
I'm sorry, it's black and white, but you can turn it to the green Game Boy background
Oh,
by hitting a different button.
I need to play around
a different
with
button
it
on the start screen.
because
You can-
like I need to play around with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also the artwork on red and blue is it's so funny. Like
yeah,
how some of
going
the
back
Pokemon,
and looking at that. Mhm.
like Coughing has like the skull and crossbones like on his forehead instead, and like Pikachu looks like a fat
Fatty.
little,
He's
fat
like-
little,
like a
fat
nug-
mouse.
fat
Yeah.
little
Thing.
nug. So like that,
Get them nugs.
fat little
Them
nug.
nugs. Pikachu nugs.
But yeah,
Pika Nugs.
Pika nugs.
nostalgia is a powerful thing.
It
Oh,
is.
it is.
Makes one man weep, another man
Yeah.
sing.
I see, yeah, and actually I think the only Pokemon games I've beaten are Pearl and Blue.
Yeah.
Everything else I've
Same exact
played
thing.
and like played a lot, but then just kind of
Yeah, I fell off
See, I
of.
got
I had black.
really-
I had black, and I fell off of that.
I got really into silver, like a lot.
Yeah, I heard that was like the best one. I just
Silver
never owned a
was
game.
so
I
was
never
intense.
Soul
owned,
Silver
at
was
the
really
time
good.
that was when I was a kid. That was when I was a kid and like didn't have a lot of money, so I rented Silver like a few times, and then
I think that was the one I might have completed the Pokedex on.
damn son, that's the one
I
with even
love
the
Silver.
that has like the Kanto region in
Yeah,
it. Even
I love that. That was really awesome.
I
'Cause it was
thought
like,
Pearl-
oh man, you
I
unlocked
thought-
this whole area.
Oh, excuse me, I had Diamond. Diamond I thought was really, really cool. And I was like, Pokemon games are back. And the next one is going to be that Silver and Gold remake. Those games were great. I'm going to play it. And then I played it and I was like, the difficulty on this one is kind of weirdly balanced to where it just gets hard for no reason.
Yeah, but it was good. I mean, I appreciated that having the extra section of having to go through Kanto as well. And so you've got so much content in Soul Silver. And I that reminds me, I've got Omega Ruby that I actually, oddly enough, just shelved at some point.
I
And need to get
forgot
back
that
to
I forgot that they re-released those because I
Yeah,
have
and that was
I have
good.
because I have Sapphire on a Game Boy Advance, but and I liked it a lot at the time, but I just never never beat it. It was
Yeah,
just
it's
another
weird.
one where I
It-
just never beat it.
There was something about it, like
I had
where
Ruby as well, and I was just like,
there's something about it where like when I came back to Pearl, I had not played a Pokemon game since trying out Gold on my friend's Game Boy. So it had been like I don't know how long that was, like 6 or 7 years or something like that. So at that point, I was like, yeah, Pokemon. I beat the whole thing, and I was like, this game was awesome. It was great. And then
The next one.
like the next one came out, and I'm like, yeah, I'm back into Pokemon now because that last one was
Yeah.
pretty good. And I'm like, this is the same. Like, and it's because all of them are really, but I
I
tried to play Gold and Silver a little bit as well. I went back to those ones, and I was like,
I had to play with like the self-imposed like Nuzlocke rules to make X like interesting for me, just because like I don't know, and like when now playing the blue again, I'm just like these games like
they barely
the-
change.
no, but also like when like the core is solid,
yeah,
but they add so many like little things and new ones because obviously they have to try and make them different or
Yeah.
whatever.
actually,
at some point
I
it takes
prefer how
away.
simple that
At
first
some point
game
it takes
is.
away
Yeah.
from.
I get that point. Yeah,
That's probably why people consider to be Gold and Silver to be the best because it does. It
was that point
It's the
where-
sequel where it's like, okay, we've added some really good stuff to this. It's new and different from the first one,
the Pokemon designs
it's
haven't been
still-
exhausted yet.
but it's still not. Yeah, and we still
Yeah.
like started like making everything
That's
a weird
ano-
robot thing.
That's another thing because the blue and yellow and red have just the original 150, and those
They're in
ones
color.
those are great.
There's 150 more to see.
Pokemon Stadium 2 was all as well.
Yeah, that's a great game.
That's great mini games.
Yeah, those mini games were fun.
Those are good mini games.
There's the one in the Pokemon Stadium 1 where you're licking tongues in a sushi restaurant and you gotta lick
Right.
it. "Ah."
And then it's like, oh, like when it starts, like the
And then
Yeah.
the Scyther and the Pincher. You had to like cut the line at the right time.
On the thing. There was the one where you had to like.
was it the Reddita where you were running on the treadmill? Is
Yeah,
that on that one?
You had to be the Chansey catching eggs.
Oh, that
and
one's
then there's
good.
Voltorbs that were also falling. They'd electrocute you and make you drop your eggs.
That's like a mobile game at this point.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Mario Party,
so
but
good.
without the Mario Party.
Well, this was our 20-year retrospective on Pokemon.
Pokemon Moon and Sun. Soul?
Yes, no, Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon. Coming out sometime.
And we know nothing about it.
Yeah,
Other
there
than
was
that, there's Sun and
really
Moon.
it was just announced.
And honestly, I'm really excited because it's the first time, like video games nowadays, we know so much about it before it comes out. It's like, how much are we excited for? Whereas,
When's
like,
it coming out?
It's coming out holiday this
Okay,
year.
this to Christmas. So this
pretty soon.
will show it off.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
Probably
But the
E3
thing
will
is
show
the
it off.
fact is that we still have at least a solid month or two before they probably show like a decent chunk of it.
Yeah.
And it's exciting. It's just like, what'll it be? Is it? Are they going to start simplifying it, or are they just going to add so much that it's
VR.
oversaturated? I hope that it's along
It's
the
going to tie into the
simpler
Pokemon Go app.
Somebody,
Oh, please, Lord.
I forget who it was. Somebody had mentioned that they weren't even certain that it would be on the 3DS, which was weird. Like that.
What would
might
it go
be-
on then?
that-
The NX?
Yes, because there's that weird rumor going around that the NX potentially could be coming out this year.
I guess it could be a possibility.
Yeah, considering we don't even know what the NX
And that
is.
it's
Yeah.
and then again that it's like a portable / home console
Yeah.
thing, the NX. So it's like Pokemon, the perfect
seems
thing for that.
That seems like the logical next step, though. I mean, you look at the
If
Wii
it is
U,
that, yeah.
Yeah.
you look at the Wii U, and it just
You don't want to put it on that.
that's what's next. No. But I'm saying,
No, but like how you
Wii U
have the
meets
second screen
3DS.
and you can move it around your house and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows?
Now you can move it around the world. Maybe. I don't know.
That's Pokemon
It's a
Go.
mystery. Anyway, I've lost my source
I'll
of
get it back to you.
news,
I was charging it.
or other information. Brandon, you played any games this week since last week?
I played a very little bit more of Pocket Mortys because that's my way of celebrating
There you
20
the
go.
years.
release of 20 years of Pokemon.
The Pokemon.
So Rick and Morty, for those of you who don't know, is by Adult Swim Games. It's based off of the show Rick and Morty. And it's called Pocket Mortys. It's Pokemon, but simplified to rock, paper, scissors, and then normal type. So it doesn't even say like, fire, water. It just tells you it's paper, it's rock, it's scissors. That's the type. And you walk around with your different Mortys from different multiverses following you. I've got a couple different Mortys. There's a spooky Morty. Let's see which guys I got. I got Scruffy Morty. I've got Old Morty, Rabbit Morty, No Eye Morty, Self-Defense Morty. You got Mustache Morty.
Mustache Morty's pretty good.
Blue Shirt Morty. And you got Alien Morty, Spoon Morty. He's just a Morty with a spoon.
That's
not
definitely a Morty with a spoon.
Yeah. Anyway,
Do you have to be a fan of that
It's-
game, of that show, for any of that to be, for any
honestly,
of that humor to
I think it's
hit?
better. It's definitely better with it. Like you get a better understanding. Like, okay, it's cool they're exploring the multiverse or the Mortyverse.
Ah. Whoa.
Sorry, you know what? Cut that in post. I don't like it. Anyway, no.
Make it-
but
make it
it's
Cut goes
so-
here.
so it's enjoyable. It's a good tribute to like it's a good tribute to Pokemon. It's not trying to be anything more than a satire.
It's not trying to be the very best, like no one ever was.
No, because Pokemon is the very best. Like no one ever was.
You
Fair
right.
enough.
But yeah, so just that, a couple more rounds of Rocket League. I finally got Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 to work.
Ooh.
And so
What's
I
up?
have like
Yeah?
a 10-hour trial thanks to the EA access. I log in and it dumps you into Zomburbia. And it has this kind of tutorial where you're going through, like, it's like, hey, get from point A to point B. And there's zombies coming at you and you're shooting them as this little sunflower, shooting rays of light at them. And then you get there and it sends you to this little hub where you can go to multiplayer. You can get all of my characters that I earned in Garden Warfare 1. I can import over so I don't have to re-earn toxic things and
Okay.
whatnot. So that's cool. And then I made the mistake of going out into single player missions, which I'm sure could be cool that there's single player content, but At the same time, it made me do a 10-minute long quest when I just wanted to play multiplayer, and then I ran out of time.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Oh,
when I gotta buy
my
it,
Goodness
it's almost like they
gracious.
planned it that way.
Oh no.
Can't stand it. I
Yeah.
know they play.
Oh, that was a 10-hour trial.
No, it is. Sorry.
Oh, you ran out of
like,
time.
It landed 10 minutes, and then I was like, okay, I got to go to work now.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. That makes sense. I
So-
was like, oh, that was
Is
a
it
long
10 hours
10
of in-game or 10 hours of just starting now and then 10 hours later it'll end?
Oh, 10 hours of in-game.
Okay,
so like
well, at least you got some-
So
that's
that's
a
pretty
lot.
nice.
I remember, didn't they do that with the Battlefront? And then people were like, well, I've seen everything I need to.
Or Star Wars Battlefront, yeah.
Battlefront. And they were like, all right, well,
They,
I'm not buying this game.
they also had like a week, I think they had like an early weekend or something special for that one or something like
I don't
that.
remember.
Speaking of mobile games, I've been playing a mobile game called Warhammer 40K
Oh.
Yeah.
Deathwatch Tyranid Invasion.
Oh, no.
That's the full name of that game.
Oh, that was free.
Oh, is that
I
that?
should've got that.
There was a free
what
game
is that
for a
game?
week.
Isn't it like XCOM type?
It's very XCOM-y.
Yeah.
That game is actually really good. It's
A phone game, good.
yeah.
What?
It's I've been playing it on my iPad, but you can get it on phone as well. It was free. I'm not sure if it is now anymore. I'm afraid, but you can check. It's like $5 normally. It's pretty good. It is like XCOM. If you're familiar with the Warhammer 40K universe, it's a bunch of $2.
$2.
$2. I was wrong.
$2.
It's like a bunch of space marines. You're fighting off the Tyranids, which are basically the space bugs / evil aliens that are just like want to eat everything, basically.
They're the Zerg.
Yeah. Well, except for these guys did invent space marines and the
I know,
Tyranids before
but
the
I mean,
Zerg.
Oh yeah.
People know more about
what
the
about
Zerg.
the book of
in this game?
Starship Troopers?
Oh.
I don't know about that. Where that fell. I don't know where that fits in with the timeline. But yeah, I mean, it's neat. It's definitely, it's definitely simpler than like XCOM is. But it's got its own unique thing. It's not doing an exact copy of it. It's definitely basing it a little bit more off the tabletop games rules because, as many people know, Warhammer 40K is a tabletop series. Where like each character has its own amount of action points, and you use those to move and shoot.
Okay.
So you can just shoot 4 times. Everyone has 4 action points to start with, at least. So you can just, if you're standing still, just shoot 4 times, or you can move 2 steps and then shoot twice, or you can go into Overwatch, which costs.
Sounds very familiar.
Overwatch costs an action point to use, and they'll spend any remaining action points anytime a bug crosses them. So they'll shoot multiple times in Overwatch,
Oh, that's
unlike XCOM. So if you have 3 action points left when you went into Overwatch, then they'll shoot 3 times at any enemies who go into that
That's
area. The maps are pretty small and objectives pretty simple so far, but I've only done the tutorial and like the first 2 missions of the actual campaign. And then like your characters all level up with experience. They have unique abilities depending on what
Can you name
kind of
them?
trooper they are. Yeah, you can rename them. Anyone that are not like legendary like heroes, I think you can rename.
Okay.
And then like you can get like veterans. There are card packs, which you get one for free for beating the tutorial, and then like you can earn in-game currency to pay for a card pack, or you can buy them with real money. But it's not. It hasn't been invasive. The first card pack that I got was like really good items, so they're probably just like kind of a little bit pay to win mechanics, but it's not multiplayer, so I guess. If that's what you want to do, I guess that's what you want to do.
how
But
you
like,
wanna
I'm
play it.
you get items for beating a level anyway. You just get items for that. So all your characters can have different equipable items. You've got stuff like the bolters, the plasma guns. You've got the chain swords, the great axes, the heavy bolters. The heavy bolter guy, he takes 2 action points to fire his gun, but it does just like a ton of damage. And let's see what else is there. Yeah, you can switch out you can upgrade their stats, and also they can get unique abilities. And then I don't know if more is going to happen. If like throughout the course of the game, maybe more characters will get recruited or something like that. But you can have like a squad where you pick your 5 dudes that you're sitting out on the mission, and you can
It sounds pretty cool.
mix and match those. So yeah, it's actually
I've
it's a pretty
fallen-
complete game for what it is.
Yeah, I've fallen down the hole now of seeing all the Warhammer games on the
There's a
phone
lot
right now
there's
and
a
being
lot
like,
of Warhammer games.
this looks pretty good.
Yeah.
This looks pretty good. This looks pretty good.
From what I know, this one's one of the. From what I know, one of the better ones. But there's probably a ton out
It's
there
the
that are
most
decent.
rated and the most well rated.
Yeah. What else was there? The only other thing I would say about there's a negative thing I would say about it for sure. I mean, just besides the fact that it is a fairly simple game. there is no music at all, which
Just the stark
Just like
sounds of
super hot.
war.
That's why it sucks. I'm just kidding.
But no, where something like that works in Superhot pretty well from just the aesthetic they're going for. It's really weird to have like there's a little bit of music on the menu, which is very much like an orchestra warming up, and then like
They never get started.
and then like when you're in a level, it's just the silence of just like this. It's like just background hum. It doesn't. It's not even very. The sound effects aren't even very like. There's no like ambient noise. It's just like a generic.
Spooky.
Generic kind of background hum. There's no ambient
Trying to
noise.
say something.
And then
Starkness
when
of
you
war.
when you like beat a level, it just goes victory on screen. But there's no like da-na. There's not even like a
No fanfare.
there's no fanfare or anything. There's like nothing, and it just sounds really stark. If there's like the same background hum just continues, and any enemies that were still on screen, because you don't have to defeat every enemy to beat the objective. So any enemies that were still on the screen, you'll still hear them idling, like going, like as like the stats and like like getting your experience points, like you'll still hear that stuff come up. So it's just really noticeable that there's
Funny
there's just no music to it. But I mean, that's a fairly I guess like it's one of those things where music is not a thing you notice until it's not there.
Yeah.
Like where it's like it feels like there's no fanfare in this victory. But other than that, I mean, like it's still perfectly playable. It doesn't make it a bad game by any means. So yeah.
Cool, man.
So yeah, I got it for free, and for $2, I'd say it's probably worth $2. So it's got like 5 chapters, and I think including the prologue, I think it's got 5 chapters. I don't actually know how many chapters it has, but yeah, it's a cool little XCOM Lite for your phone. And if you're like Warhammer stuff, I guess you'll be. I have a passing knowledge of Warhammer.
A passing love.
Passing love. Yeah, I think it's cool. I'm excited for that Warhammer Total War.
That looks pretty cool.
Looks pretty cool. That's fantasy, not Warhammer 40K, but that still looks pretty neat.
Kill Ratman.
I actually don't think there's any Ratman in that
Probably
one.
not.
No Skaven.
No Skaven in that.
Boring.
But they have the Chaos guys. They have the dwarves, orcs.
All your faves.
I have a coworker who is pretty big into Warhammer, and I learned some cool facts about the orcs. The orcs in 40K, for instance, are psychic, but they don't know that they're psychic. That's how all their machinery even works at all, because all their machinery is like the most ramshackle crap garbage thrown together, but it only works because they believe it does. So they're psychic and they can like control the machines, but they just think it works because they made this amazing machine.
That's
So
kind of funny.
That's
pretty
why,
good.
as one of the upgrades that you can get for your machine is red paint, because it goes faster with this red paint on it, because it actually does go faster because they believe it goes faster because there's red paint
man.
on it.
That is
Wow.
funny. I like that.
And then the orcs in fantasy Warhammer are actually super evolved funguses.
Yeah, I knew that.
They're not even like they're not like
They're not
They don't-
reptiles
They
or
don't
humans.
reproduce or anything.
Yeah, they just grow from so
Huh.
Just like Last of Us.
Yeah.
Interesting.
yeah. So there's just some
That's actually those are some pretty funny like deviations, because most of them kind of stick. Most of the like fantasy lore sticks with like the orcs being some kind of corrupted elf or like some
man
kind
or
of like
goblin or thing. Yeah, I mean those games have such a deep lore, and they're a lot older than I think people realize. Like Warhammer Fantasy, I think is like early '80s. I think like it's like one of the older ones, like around D&D time. It's one of the older ones, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they've been around for a while. So they've got a bunch of ridiculous, crazy comic book style lore, but they also have a lot of I think fairly unique stuff in them. Honestly, more so than at first appearance, they look the most generic thing ever because that style has been copied. It's like both the fantasy and the space marine style stuff has been copied so many times, but
Yeah.
they're pretty cool. So, should we move on?
I think it's news time.
It's time for the news. Only I gotta do that.
I have to get the news machine though.
Oh yeah, we have to go get the. Hold, please.
Okay, I got the news machine here. It's got
Also
much
known
more,
as the cell phone.
It's got much more batteries now.
You used to
The batteries?
The batteries charge fast.
What did you used to do, Ricardo?
check news on your cell phone.
I still do.
Late now?
All right, guys.
Now when we do the podcast.
All right, guys.
Yes, guys.
All
All right, guys.
All right.
Let's talk about Conquer. He's back.
He's back.
He's bad.
In HoloLens
In
form.
HoloLens.
And he's young.
And he's ugly as hell.
Why
Young Conquer.
HoloLens?
Because Microsoft doesn't know what to do with Conquer.
They're like, we own this character. What are we gonna do with them? I guess
Put him in Project Spark. Also put him on this thing. So the HoloLens, the dev edition of the HoloLens, open up for pre-order for March. If you have $3,000, you can buy the dev kit, which obviously dev kit's not meant for human consumption, just developers. So yeah, you get a couple free games with it. It seems like we watched the trailer beforehand, and they're really pushing this Conquer game. And this Conquer game, the design of Conquer, like, is really bad.
Really is. There's a combination of all three of us when we watch this little trailer going, ugh, and then Ethan, and then me going like, but it's Conquer. They don't know what to do with Conquer.
They don't know what to do.
Put him in Project Spark. Put him in HoloLens.
They don't know what to do with Conquer, but I feel like this, like, why even use him for this? You know, like, with white people didn't love Conquer because he was the squirrel guy from Diddy Kong
And he was like a
Racing.
little cutie. He was just so cute and playful.
Conquer. And
Brandon's giving up on the podcast.
Just
part
yelling.
of
Oh
this.
no! I just looked up the images. No.
No.
It's weird. That's
But I also said, does anyone really care about Conquer?
Yeah, people love that guy. Anything rare, people love.
Yeah,
like
it's
people
true.
love anything rare. So it's
I wasn't
like,
allowed to play that game.
Conquer's bad fur day.
Yeah,
It was
people
all
love
right. I played it on
Conquer's
the
Bad
rare
Fur
collection.
Day.
Seems okay. But yeah, so they're
Why
AR.
does he
It's
have a
coming.
headset?
Why wouldn't they just make it Banjo?
But-
Yeah, I played
But
the crap
anyway,
out of that.
but anyway, but going on to the other thing about it is that the headset is now available for devs.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but did you say how much it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that part. We're like $3,000, but Conquer. Like, I don't feel this rage over Conquer. I guess I don't care.
I mean,
that Conquer
the thing
looks
is,
like garbage. He looks like garbage.
It's
I'll
cool.
say it.
It's
but,
cool
like,
that
I
the
don't
headset's
care.
coming out, but it's like it's a dev edition. It doesn't really affect consumers that much. But what's more
$3,000.
interesting,
It's gonna be for
it's
devs.
not. Yeah, no
It's
one
not
is
gonna
gonna.
be-
It's not like, oh well, I'm thinking about.
In fact,
type of the
they're
thing.
probably pricing it that way on purpose to avoid the Oculus thing of like, I'm gonna buy a dev kit because like they're not.
and then be like,
crazy.
oh, this is a janky feature.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing is that it's interesting how each of the, I guess, new, I don't know whatever you call it, because it's not VR, but
It's
Valve just
AR.
gave away stuff for free. They're like, here, you're a developer, sign this thing, and you get a free dev kit. And while Oculus was like, you get it really cheap, just buy it. And then Microsoft's like, nobody gets it unless you're rich.
Well, unless you're like
Or a real developer.
I think they're looking for. I mean, honestly, with HoloLens, the gaming part of that is like a side,
It's true.
secondary aspect of it. That is a like. Here's some cool things. If you play games, you'll be able to like that Conquer thing. They're clearly designing that. That is the Wii Sports of the HoloLens. They're not making that for gamers. That's not designed to be like, you like Conquer, right? Like, check this out. That's why it's so weird they're using Conquer, I guess, because it's designed to be you've never used an AR thing, right? Check it out. This little squirrel's gonna run around on the table now, and like it's gonna like match where the table and the couch are perfectly.
Yeah, it's really weird that they just use him because it's not like he's using any. He's like got weird high tech super spy stuff.
Yeah. He's
It's
got like a
like-
weird jumpsuit thing on.
Yeah, and he'll like, but they're like showing how he'll detect edges and like,
Yeah,
you know,
and like if he's on the
They're
couch,
trying to
he'll
compete with
bounce on
Lucky's
the
tail.
couch.
which we don't know anything actually
It's
about,
not-
do we?
no, it's just got a cute figurine thing on it. Yeah, he doesn't need
It's just
that
Palmer Lucky doing that pose from the Time magazine.
jumping up and down.
Yeah.
Man, what a terrible. Do you guys remember how terrible that cover
Yes.
is?
Terrible. I showed
Oh
it to
my
my
gosh.
students in my class. I can't remember why, but I did. And they were like, what?
Look at it.
What is this? This is
Is
bad.
Is this a funny?
Is this what you look like when you play video games, Mr. Calderon? That's not how we play video games. No, I know how to play video games, kids.
Yeah.
I'm not that old.
I'm
Start
only,
yelling out.
I'm only a quarter of a century.
Well,
When I was your age,
You whippersnappers.
young kids.
Sons of
Good.
All right.
Yes.
So did you guys see Gabe Newell?
going on his rant, man.
Man.
I had a coworker pull me aside to tell me this because he's really into Dota.
Oh, really?
And he's
Yeah,
like,
that stuff got
he's
crazy.
like, I just had to talk about this to someone and you'll get this. And he's just like, dude, I had to like write this big post about this on Reddit right now because I just like cannot handle what's going on. It's like,
Dang,
man.
I didn't know it affected people that much. I just thought it was crazy because
I
he
just thought it
fired.
was hilarious.
Yeah,
Well, they were having a really bad time with that tournament they were going.
in Shanghai, right? In
Yep.
China?
Yep.
Yeah. So they fired the production company and the host mostly because of all the problems. Sorry.
There's a ton of problems.
Yeah.
It was like, it wasn't just like out of the blue. It was like streams weren't working, computers weren't working, like shows couldn't start. Like there was like delays of over an hour and a half to just get like in the middle of a game.
Host
like,
mics being too quiet.
Yeah, like nothing working. Like. And no one fixing it on site. No one was there. Or, like, you know, people like waiting for people to come in and repair computers or not having backups.
What?
Yeah, like real terrible. So, and then the host was like directly disobeying. Like, I think in an effort to keep people happy, he was like keeping the streams going to try and like talk about stuff or just do some like stand ups.
James 2GD Harding.
Yeah, and they asked him like, no, take the stream down. We'll come back when it's live. And he's like, no, I'm gonna do that. I'm directly gonna ignore it. Like say like on camera, be like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Like, and it's like, hey, no, seriously, you're out of here. Don't.
Yeah.
We told you not to do that. Don't do it.
Yeah.
But also then Gabe Newell went on to Reddit and
Gabe
posted
Newell
about
was
it.
like, first of all,
Here we go.
we're firing that.
Here's the quote.
Yeah,
Here's the quote.
Let's read the whole
read it.
thing.
And read it as Gabe Newell.
I don't actually know how he sounds.
I actually don't know how Gabe Newell
He
sounds
kind
either.
of sounds just like a guy. Like he doesn't have.
We've had issues. Oh, this is him clearing the air about why they fired James.
Yeah, because that was the big one everyone
That was
cared
the big
about
one.
was him because he was the on-face personality.
Yeah, they
We've
don't
had
care.
issues with James at previous events. Some Valve people lobbied to bring him back for Shanghai, feeling that he deserved another chance. That was a mistake. James is an ass, and we won't be working with him again.
Man.
And he also pledged to address the poor spectator experiences. I'm getting this from Polygon. As long as we're firing people, we are also firing the production company that we've been working with on Shanghai Major. They will be replaced, and we hope to get this turned around before the main event.
Yeah, because it was still in the group stages. It was not in the
Dang.
finals yet, but
I
still pretty
believe
bad.
the guy did like it was like I'm working on like a counter statement, but for the record, I don't think Gabe is an ass. Although maybe he is because he called me an ass.
Yeah.
It's not really much of a high-minded one when you do both. I'm not gonna insult him, but I am.
Watch it right now.
Yeah.
Man, that was
a weird-
entertaining.
and that's really weird because I mean, like, I wouldn't call Gabe the sort of like person to go
No.
on like social media and be like,
That's why he must have just
like
been
he must
like
have
pissed.
he must have been
Oh, it
really
had to have been
mad.
I mean, that's probably
Well,
the biggest thing
he's
they got
pretty,
going
like,
right
he
now.
always seems really relaxed in all the things that you see him in too.
Yeah.
But it seems like they've had issues with him in the past, and this is just like it was such a big failure,
Yeah.
and so many things culminated in it being so bad that you almost have to let out your full, like, vent your full emotions in order to win back a lot of those fans that,
To show
they're
you're
going to
being
lose
real.
people for this. They're going to lose people
Yeah.
for this.
But they need to know that, like, fans need to know that, even Valve thinks it's unacceptable. Like, they're going to change this. I mean, it does suck waiting for a stream, though, because that's the thing that, like, most other sporting events don't have to go through is the technical aspect.
sides
Yeah,
of things have been
technical side.
so ironed out over the course of
over so long. And also just the
broadcast.
fact that, like, they're still video games or code. It's not like the ball and football is always going to throw the same way.
And you've got
know?
30 of them in
got
case
30 of them in case
one of them is deflated.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, when we went to Evo last year, remember that time when like the big screen went down for the
Oh, yeah.
longest time, and we're like,
Yeah.
should we leave?
And if,
Like,
the big screen goes
should-
down in a football game, you just look at the
Yeah,
just
you're
look
just
at
like,
the field.
there they are.
Yeah, exactly. Well, even at BlizzCon, when I was seeing the Heroes of Storm finale, like we waited for it was supposed to start like 2 hours. It started 2 hours late. Like we were just waiting there. I was waiting there. I was like, man, this is taking forever.
That's a long time.
Maybe it wasn't
too.
2 hours. It was an hour and a half. It felt like forever.
still- it's
though.
still- even
it
that's
was
a long
very
time.
long.
Yeah.
It was very long, and everyone and the hosts are doing their hardest to try to fill
Yeah,
time
I'm sure
because
they are. That's got to be a tough job when that kind of thing
it
happens.
is brutal. But
And
that's the pitfall of esports. It's just the production side of it is such on another level.
Yeah, and I think that like that statement also strikes me as a sort of thing where like Gabe personally did not want James to come back, and other people on the team were like, "No, man, he's gonna be totally good." This like it's like obviously something else that is more than just whatever minor thing.
Probably.
It was not just this one occurrence.
Oh, yeah.
Probably it was something bigger going on there for that
Definitely.
to happen. But I don't know either of the people personally involved, so I can't really comment on like their own characteristics, but like obviously there was a bigger thing here than just this one tournament being messed up.
The last piece of news we got here is PlayStation TV, man. It's dead in Japan anyway.
Oh, what?
And this,
No
but
more.
in the States, it's alive and well.
alive and well. Everyone has one.
I mean,
I got 3.
I've been using mine every day. What about you guys?
It's great. I don't need a PS4.
I carry it with me in my car just in case I need to go to a friend's house and use it there.
I only have PlayStation TV.
Wow. Nothing
No
else. Are you one of
other-
those weird cord cutters?
I'm one of those
He's-
cold cutters.
He's one of those coal miners.
Coal miners.
That's me.
Yep.
But yeah, that
Wait, what was PlayStation TV?
PlayStation-
again?
PlayStation TV was that weird thing.
Plug in your games.
Yeah, it was a weird thing in came out in 2013.
It was the PlayStation Vita, right? Or the Vita
Basically,
TV,
yeah,
as they
it
called
was
it
like
originally.
you could play Vita games on it, and
Man, that thing was
PlayStation 1
dead.
games.
That thing was dead about a week after it came out, I think.
Pretty much.
It's a little late on this reporting here, aren't we?
Well, now it's actually like dead. Like they're not making it no
for realsies.
more.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could also do a remote play through PS4, which I actually heard was kind of useful because it'd be like, oh, I have my PS4 here, but I don't want to move it, so I'm gonna buy this thing to stream to it, which is cool. But yeah, I mean,
It's for all those people who's like, I got 2 TVs and they're both amazing and I want to play on my games on both those TVs.
Yep.
Yep.
But
I gotta sit in this room.
I gotta I don't like carry my PS4 from room to room all the time.
exactly. It's for the rich.
So the Steam link for your PlayStation.
Pretty much. You know,
Okay.
I mean, it could also play, games on its own, but I heard the performance wasn't very good on any of that stuff.
Hmm.
But
So, yeah,
rest in
and
peace,
no one
weird
bought one.
thing. Rest in peace, weird thing that no one bought. You will be remembered less
no
than the
one.
Vita.
You won't be remembered.
So that's about
That's
it,
the
man.
news.
So now we're going on to
Our new segment.
But isn't there
I
an
haven't
issue?
found a voice for this yet.
Isn't there an issue with this?
Oh yeah,
somebody wasn't here.
Somebody wasn't
when we
here.
were
Should we
watching
rewatch
this.
those? Nah.
no. We can
Trailer
we can try to
time.
explain it.
Explain
to
it.
them.
Okay, yes.
All right.
Explain
It's
it.
time for trailer trash. Did you guys listen to my music for trailer trash?
No, I didn't
I
actually.
went and put stuff in.
That's the trash
trailer
trash
truck.
the trash
Yeah.
truck backing up.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
today was trash day.
It was.
Yeah.
Enough of me. Mine's on Thursday.
What?
So we watched several trailers. I don't have the list in front of me, so I can't remember all
All
of them.
right, here you can read her off. Here.
I'll go ahead and read them off. We watched Trackmania Turbo.
That game looks great.
That game looks sick.
That game looks bomb.
Let's
Brandon, how's that
play
game
it
look?
all.
It looks good.
All right.
It's just
Yeah.
like cars, and they're just like driving, and then it's like, check it out, half pipe. Woo!
You go on the
Yeah.
half pipe, you drive with a bunch of other friends, you're trying to beat their time, and Bob them sucks, so they're falling off the track and being bad. But you're gonna make the
But
best
then
time.
you're-
It's your
and
chill.
And then you're in a
You're
canyon, and then
sick.
you're on a beach, and then you're in a mountain, and then you're in a stadium.
Yup.
Because like all the different
all the world.
biomes
Track-
they had from the last games.
Trackmania Turbo.
Yeah.
It's a cool looking game. It
Those
looks
look
like
really
looks
cool.
like better graphics.
I used to
than
play.
Trackmania.
I used to play a lot of Trackmania Nations, like a lot. And I actually haven't played one of those games in a while, and I
Okay.
wouldn't mind getting back into it.
I'm excited
Yeah,
because
this
it's on
looks so good.
console. So I will play that.
You're gonna miss out on all the best parts where you're playing this dumb dubstep server with just people just playing dubstep and
Yes.
flying everywhere and have dumb maps that are
Watch
just
Oh, that's my
stupid,
favorite.
and having everyone have like horrible, just loud sound effects everywhere.
Yeah.
It's great. It's just like playing trash. It's
But they
amazing.
have like their own level, like a really easy to use level creator in that game too. I think
They've had it in the past too. Like they've
But, like,
always
the-
been pretty intuitive.
Well, I guess like they showed off at E3 as being like their most easy to use
Oh,
ever, and it was like
probably,
on
yeah.
consoles too, because they were showing it off on a console and being
That's
like,
cool.
look at how easy it is. And there's also like a button that's just like autocomplete, and it just goes like, and just like makes
that's
it
nice.
like generates the entire track for you. And
I'm out of ideas.
That's
Just
like-
finish it for
That's
me.
like one of the best games. Like just hang out and just like talk about other stuff while you're playing. Like one of the best because you have to concentrate. You're not concentrating that much, and you just talk about other stuff.
and
Just hang
it's just
out.
easy to restart when you do fall
Yeah,
off
and
the
if you
track.
mess up, you just go, oh, this jump sucks or this level sucks. Yeah, that's just a great like hangout on the internet game. I love
All
it.
right.
Nice.
Our next game was Feelings Adrift,
Oh god.
feelings.
but not feeling adrift,
no
And not
Feelings-
Adrift
and not
one.
not Adrift one.
no.
it's
It's feelings,
Feelings Adrift.
Do you like horror games?
No.
Do you like budget games that don't look that great?
Yeah.
Well, we might have a game for you.
So this
So,
game.
so we should clarify too, because like the last segment and the last thing specifically, where we've mostly well-known games so far. this week I decided to just go on Steam and look at the upcoming releases segment, which just shows every game that's going to be coming out.
Yeah, maybe we should separate those two next time, maybe, or something to be like, these are new trailers that came out, and these are, I don't know. We'll figure that out later.
Coming soon.
So, Feelings Adrift is one of those games. Do you guys remember the tagline? It will make your feelings.
It will send your feelings. It will
Like, it
send
did all
your
the-
feelings.
Like, here's the thing.
It's like
not
title card, Feelings Adrift, and then underneath.
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
it'll
It
send
was
you-
just the way they did it because they were doing this like build up, and then it was like, oh no, jump scare.
Yeah,
and then it was
really
like
bad jump scare at the
feelings
end.
adrift,
It
and then
scared
it's like,
me.
all right, what's it gonna say? And then it's gonna say,
Set
it
your
will
feelings-
set your feelings adrift.
Well,
like the most
I
original
just didn't
line.
know what the game was because they were like, you were walking through like spooky places, and
then
it was
there-
just like,
there was
here's a
fire-
title. It's like Slender Woman.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
there was,
what?
There was fireworks,
There
and
were
it's
fireworks.
like the most entertaining place of all, or
Yeah.
something like that. And I'm like, oh, is it like a theme park? Is that?
And
where
then
you're at?
it was
And-
like-
and it's like, no, you're in a haunted mansion.
Yeah,
and it's-
Slender Woman Hospital.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's a scary guy.
yeah.
It was, and more awesome content
Yeah.
on the way. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what this game is. We just walked through a bunch of places and then got attacked by a weird thing.
Wasn't there like a misspelling on one of the something like that? Or was it a
Probably.
different game we played?
I think
that was that
a
game we
different
forgot to
thing.
talk about.
Oh yeah, the game we forgot to talk about. Oh well.
Oh, well.
Do you know what game it was?
It was the
Leave it in the comment section.
Remember, it was like the life of games or something. I
Life
don't
of
know.
Brian.
Always.
The other game we saw a trailer for on Steam was Where's My Mommy?
Brandon's face got weird.
Okay, actually, all right.
It's not what you think it
I was
is.
gonna say let's
Oh.
by Brandon by the title of "Where's My Mommy."
What game do you
What
think?
do you think this game is about? I'll guarantee you will never guess what it is about. So just even say the most outlandish thing you can
The
think of
weirdest thing.
connected to "Where's My Mommy."
All right. So
Short pitch.
Here's the deal. You're a recently born baby. You wake up, and unlike the other babies, you're super conscious and super developed to the point where you're able to crawl out of your little nursery section, you know, where they have all the different kids of all the different races. And yet people still are like, I made that one. No, wait. I don't know. They all look the same except for the colors of their skin. And so you climb out of there, and you have to get past all the doctors and match up with the right mama. And,
Okay. And
yeah.
what's the gameplay like? Is it like you talking is it like a first person action? We're talking we're talking about
I'm
third person
thinking-
platformer.
I'm
Is it
thinking
puzzle game?
first person action / horror, depending on how you look at it. Because, you know, it's relativism, you know, cultural relativism is now popular in the games.
That was the word you got through.
Yeah, it was a word that I tried.
All right, so
And
Brandon,
doctors
would you like to
start
describe the game,
coming at you
Ricardo?
with
Brandon.
abortion kits.
Oh God,
you're already born.
Brandon,
Exactly, it's a
Brandon.
dark world.
Brandon, you got it exactly right.
How did you guess?
How'd you guess?
Did I
He's
did
looked-
I
he looked it
seriously?
up.
No,
He
you
looked
didn't
it
get
up.
it.
Damn it! Oh, I was
Okay,
hoping.
so Where's My Mommy is the
Man.
story of.
It doesn't actually.
I wish I had a video camera just to see what Brandon's face is.
It's
gonna
a
look right
story.
now.
What's his name? What's his name?
I believe his name was Poopy.
Lil Poopy.
Lil Poopy.
My good God.
Lil Poopy, and he
next to
lives
his mom.
he lives in a nice warm pink place next to his mom. But one day a terrible earthquake happened, and
No.
Lil Poopy's
No.
mom got sucked down the pink tube away from him. But Lil Poopy decides, hey, guess what? I'm gonna go on a mission to save my mommy. So I'm gonna go chase after her down down the pink tube, and inside the tube there's
There are
animal skeletons and light bulbs and
Condoms.
and
And
bags of
condoms.
cocaine
and condoms
and whole rolls of toilet paper
and condoms.
and condoms.
Why are there condoms? Why are they just gonna
and
abandon
guess
it
and you
there?
can utilize such slick
Oh, well, that
moves.
didn't work out. Well, I'm gonna leave it there.
You can utilize such slick moves as going liquid,
Going
as
hard.
well as going hard.
And also like chomping because you can eat the food that's in your
What?
way.
Yeah.
No.
So it's like a runner.
Is this a
it's like
metaphor
a runner.
for like escaping the womb? What is this?
What do you mean womb? It's different.
It's escaping the butthole.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, you are literally a piece of poop in this.
You want to
Now
know?
you're poop?
Yeah. Wait, didn't
Why do
you
you
get
think
by the name? Wait a minute. What? What?
You thought this person was called Little Poopy? It was not a poop?
I thought he was saying poofy.
No
Like little
poopy.
poopy.
No, like
No,
little
like a
poopy.
little poop.
No.
my god!
Lil Poop. So all these things.
Wait. Why are there condoms stuck in the pie?
yeah, there
Brandon,
are.
let's not expound upon
No.
that thought.
I want to know more about the toilet paper. Like, why?
The whole roll
It's just in there,
This
just
doesn't
like, suck
work,
it back
gang.
up.
This doesn't work, gang.
I think that's part of the humor, you guys.
No,
no,
because this is clearly the developers are trying to be funny.
you know
and-
the funny. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. Well, I think you were about to say it. Like, and this is it looks like an endless runner style game. Although maybe it's not endless. It's probably just a
There's an end.
Yeah,
There's definitely
there's
an end.
probably an end.
I hope there's an end.
But honestly, the gameplay mechanics don't look too bad.
Yeah,
for
like,
that type of
Terrible.
game.
So
it's just gross.
Yeah,
man.
that's the thing is that. So the funny thing is that this is the best looking game of the trailers, other than Trackmania. It is the best looking game of the trailers that we watched. Like in terms of like, it had voice acting in it that sounded pretty decent at the beginning. It has like music. It had like this cool cartoony animation style to it. It actually looked like well made, and when it was in motion, it looked really like smooth and fluid and
fluid, and
But
occasionally
yeah,
solid.
I don't want to play this game at all because
Yeah,
it
no.
looked gross.
Yeah,
like,
it definitely feels like someone was like, I like to Ren and Stimpy growing up.
yeah, or Super Meat Boy was good, but not gross enough.
Yes, Lil Poopy,
Yeah,
Lil Poopy.
It's a little on the nose.
yeah, but for a game, when I clicked on it, I was like, "Where's my mommy?" That sounds like a bad horror game or something like that. And I opened, it, I was like, "Oh, this is not. I'm
This is
saving.
even
I'm
better.
saving this for later so we can watch it."
What a good, yeah. What a good
Where's
pitch.
my mommy?
Oh
my
gosh!
You watching it?
No,
He's not watching the trailer, but he's
found
just-
an image about it. No.
Okay,
Why?
we're done.
Why?
We're moving on to the next game.
All right, all right, Brandon, you're gonna have to guess this one too. We're gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
Bear Simulator.
Oh hell yeah! This is what I've always dreamed of. All right, so you're this little baby in this like room, and you
Oh
gotta
my God.
escape. No,
He's
okay.
2 for 2.
So many games coming
Okay.
out like this.
Like I don't think I can mess this up. You're a bear, and you do no. Why are you shaking your head? You're a bear.
Yeah.
You're a
Yeah.
bear.
Uh huh.
Okay. You start off probably in
squid?
nature.
You're
You're
Okay.
probably like, campgrounds, wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
And are you like killing people or are you just like
Oh.
searching for honey? Okay, searching for
Which
honey. Winnie the Pooh.
That's
part
all
of it.
wrong. It's actually a city management game where you play Jonah T. Bear, who starts his own.
no. It's a dating sim.
Yes.
And you play as a large gay man.
Yeah.
And you're trying to find your lover.
You got it. You
Terry
got
Gay
it.
Man.
No, you're not pulling a fast one on me
no,
this
you're,
time.
you're right the first time.
You actually
Yeah.
do find honey.
It actually it looks like a very. It looks like someone saw Goat Simulator and was like, "We could do a game like that."
But it's like it's
And-
first
but it's a
person.
bear.
It's first person.
and
It
the bear,
seems like
bear
no.
claws are like
Yeah, and it seems like you fight a lot of other.
like
like-
crabs. Like
Yeah, you fight a crab.
What- what is the crab
You
doing
fight
up
a
there?
rabbit. You fight a rabbit.
He's being
fight a
delicious,
rabbit,
so you
you
need to
fight-
eat him.
Hell yeah.
You fight like a frog.
Some butter.
You go into a cabin and like steal
Yeah,
someone's
and the trailer
hat.
the trailer ends with you putting on a hat, and then your little
Your
bear
bear.
portrait in the corner that shows like what your face looks like just has a hat now. So it's like a
I want to play that and I want to play Where's My Mommy?
little poopy.
A little poopy.
Then we watched a trailer for moving on to games that are probably perhaps not necessarily as bad.
These are actually like these are like trailers that are like new.
Yeah.
Like trailers that have just been like released. So it's hot stuff, man.
We've got Samrost 3.
That looks really cool.
It looks really pretty.
That game has such a cool art style. Those
like all those games.
that game that
So they
developer
made
has
Botnicula
bought
and
The other Samrost games.
And the other Samrost games. What was the other one they made? Machinarium.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
Machinarium.
Machinarium as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah,
All
Yeah.
all
Those are-
gorgeous art styles.
they're all
puzzle ass.
adventure games,
Adventure
like the
games.
most adventure games. Well, I guess not quite.
They're not really. They're a little
not
bit
about collecting every single item, but they are about like figuring out the puzzle in that room, in that series of
Yeah.
rooms, kind of thing. And they're very challenging.
Yeah.
They're very very puzzly.
It's a really cool looking game though, especially this one. This one looks really nice too. But again, I just look at it and I go, I just get the anxiety, the same anxiety I had playing Botanicola, where I'm
I'm just like, this game is so cute and
"Oh."
so fun, and it's got all these. I want to see the next screen and find out what the next art style and what the next cool thing is. But this puzzle is just like I can't figure it out,
Balls.
and there's no visual because I think they are a foreign developer. They have a really cool thing where they don't have much text or like tutorial or
yeah.
anything like that on screen, and the language is always like. But that of course makes it a little bit difficult when you're stuck, and then you're like, I don't know what to do.
They need to have that hint button system, man. They need
Yeah,
hint buttons are great. Hint buttons are great for
So
dummies.
it looks really cool. Check out the trailer. People should go look up.
Honestly, I've seen the
Sephiroth.
trailer, and I feel like I've seen all I need to get from my game. I feel like that's all.
I'd
I'm
like to
gonna-
watch a video of it. I'd
Like a playthrough?
I'd watch a playthrough of that.
Yeah, I can see
If
that.
you're into those kind of adventure games, though, check it out. Because
All right, Brandon, guess what this is?
Slashy Souls.
Slashy souls.
It's actually a
get
slash
me.
fiction creation game.
That's actually what I was. I found out there's a board game that it's like / and then just the word slash,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what it's all about.
That's
Okay,
pretty
so
cool.
is
Why don't
that
we?
this?
Why aren't we
No, I
playing?
know.
Why aren't we playing that?
Oh, you're right. Let me get it from my car. I just.
I
bought
play
it.
that in real life.
No, matchmakers. Am I right? Okay, slashy. Slashy. What?
Souls.
Slashy Souls. The
What are you,
second-
just
the
like a-
the second word is
All
the
right,
clue.
so you wake up, and all of a sudden
You're a
you're
baby.
Excalibur, and
Next to all the other
you
souls.
it's you, but you're Excalibur now, like you're a sword, and you have this insatiable thirst for blood, and you go slashy with your soul stuck in Excalibur.
You're actually
Yes.
really close, except for everything is taking place inside of a large intestine. But other than that, spot on.
Oh my word!
Slashy
No, but
Souls
really,
is
what?
Slashy Souls is literally a 2D Dark Souls made by Namco Bandai and From Software.
It's a like endless runner type jump up and down and slash.
It looks like
guys.
butt.
It looks really bad.
bad.
How
though.
do you take Dark Souls and think you know
Make
what
it look
this
like
needs to
butt.
be? An endless runner.
It just like
If
How do
your
you
game,
think
if your
that?
game stuff, you think
in
that.
stills it looked almost okay, and then
Only
in motion it was just like
Yeah, it looked kinda
nothing
bad.
animates
Yeah.
good.
The
and it
animation looks bad, and it's just like I don't know.
The trailer was not well cut either.
The trailer's not well cut, and then the very end, it's like, oh, pre-order Dark Souls 3, by the way.
Yeah,
It's like, pre-order the good one.
Is this gonna like be a mobile game? It's gonna be on Android
Yeah.
and App Store,
It's
right?
interesting.
Yeah.
It's
It's
interesting.
free.
It's interesting that GameStop is also publishing
Publishing
this.
it.
Slash.
It's their second game, right? The other one is that.
Well, they haven't. The other one hasn't come out yet.
Well, I
don't
know,
think,
but it's like their second thing that they're announced that they're doing.
The second
Yeah.
piece of garbage.
So when's it coming out?
Is it out right now?
It's either out or it's out soon.
Yeah, because I guess to time it with Dark Souls 3, that's out pretty soon. So
It's true. It's next month, right?
that game, yeah, it doesn't look that great.
Yeah, that's looks like a bad game. What is the winner of Trailer Trash?
Is this our winner? Is
I
that
think we
new?
should do that.
We're
We
just
should do
doing that.
that.
All
We
right.
should do that.
The winner of Trailer Trash. Should we hold a vote?
It's out. It's out now.
What are the
Oh.
qualifications for the winner? Like the worst, the best,
The best. The best. What is the best of Trailer Trash? Well, best and worst. Let's do best and worst. It's
the
not hard.
best and the worst.
I think.
I think there's a pretty.
No, you know what? I don't think we should do either of those things. I think it should just be which one's the winner. There's just
Okay. I
like
it's
it.
a complete
Yeah.
arbitrary
All right.
thing every week.
I'll
and
agree with that. Let's do it.
So
Where's my mommy? There's my nomination right
I'm gonna
there.
go with Where's My Mommy?
I haven't even seen the
It's
trailer.
such a
Where's my
curveball.
mommy?
It's such a curveball.
Yeah.
Feelings Adrift was pretty good if that's what you're leading towards.
Feelings Drift was pretty good.
just that
It
ending
was
line.
ending
your
line.
feelings adrift.
It was
It
like
will
the
send
best.
your feelings adrift.
Like someone was at the end of their like Adobe Premiere like rendering, and they're just looking at the last thing like I need something at the
There
end
needs to be like a
here.
tagline or
But,
something
like-
snappy.
But they're like really tired and they want to go to bed, and they're like,
And-
"Fuck, I gotta do this.
But
I'll
also
render
the
it in
name
the
of the
morning.
game doesn't really work. Like it's already like weirdly grammatically.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
gonna
it's the
go,
winner.
Where's My Mommy?
Fine. I'll secede.
What do
It
you think,
doesn't have
Ricardo?
to be unanimous. You can hold
yeah,
to
you can
ground.
all have your own personal pick if you want.
I
It just won't
go-
matter.
I'll go with Where's My Mommy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will
Where's My
too.
Mommy?
All right.
Only if only for Brandon's reaction.
Yeah.
it's
It's so
Brand's
good.
reaction for you get through the entire description of the game and then somehow he hasn't put together that you're a poop at that point.
I will say
I
as
thought you
as
were
the
a baby,
person
like having to emerge from the butt. I'm like, that's
No.
terrible.
I got-
That's not where babies come
I
from.
got a double
It's not.
I got a double helping of that just because like although I didn't watch the trailer the first time, I just clicked on the Steam page and just got like
Saw enough to go.
saw enough to know what was going on and go like I'm gonna save this. And so seeing Ethan and Ricardo's like without them seeing what it was, me just pulling it up full screen and just going here, and then just having them see it was also just like,
Man, it sure is a game. Trailer of the year.
yep. That's the winner for Trailer Trash this week. And that's going to be pretty much it for the podcast. So thank you for listening. Check out our stuff on Pixel Legends. We got some more Mario Breakers that have been posted since last week. We've got, let's see, what else? Got that Fight Stick unboxing. We're gonna have a special episode of the podcast coming up this week, so stay tuned for that. It'll be a pretty special episode. I won't give it away yet, but we'll. Of
course, Mario Breakers.
Yeah, there'll be another Mario Breakers sometime soon. And
our buddy Leo presents us his Oscar. He's been wanting to give that to us for some time now.
Like, we were the primary inspiration for that acting job in
that bear simulator.
We helped with that.
Yeah.
The bear wouldn't really do that.
Him.
I mean, we've been playing a lot of bear simulator. Let me tell you
a lot of this game that hasn't come out yet.
This bear does not have a hat. Where's the bear's hat? Why isn't it?
It's in the unedited version.
So check out the website pixellegends.com. We're on YouTube. We have a Facebook page. We got a Twitter account, Pixel_Legends on Twitter. And Pixel Legends with 1L if you're looking at us online. Check us out on iTunes, Pixel Podcast, which obviously you're listening to it right now.
Spoiling Point as well.
Yeah, Spoiling Point. That's our spoiler podcast. We haven't done one in a bit here, but
Firewatch.
maybe we'll do one for Firewatch. We did.
Firewatch.
Yeah, that's pretty recent actually. Do one for. I was gonna say super hot, but
don't know how much you can get on that.
yeah, get our own Snapchat. No, we don't. That's it, guys. So anything else to say?
No.
All right, cool. I'll see you next week for more Pixel Podcast.